Hey everybody, this is the Rocky and Derrick show, and today I'll be interviewing my friend Jackson.
Hi.
Hey Jackson, how are you doing today?
Good.
So Jackson actually does theater, so I'm gonna be asking him a couple of questions about that. So let's just get started. What inspired you to do acting?
Well, my friend's church that I used to go to sometimes used to do plays, and I did like one or two there, and then I decided to move on to like actual like professional community theater at like a place outside of church, and that's where I started doing that type of stuff, and I just really enjoyed it.
Okay. What was your first acting job?
Well, not counting the church shows, I did the first community theater show I did was it was called the 12 Dancing Princesses, and I was the king, and it was really fun.
Okay. How old were you when you started acting?
It was the beginning of 5th grade, so I was 11 when I first got into acting and that type of stuff. But when I really got into it was later that year when I turned 12, and that was when I really started doing like a bunch of shows and stuff.
Okay. What is your favorite theater to perform at?
Well, the Weaver Auditorium, the high school, the performing arts one downtown, is pretty fun to perform at. And then the Star Theater is also really fun to perform at.
Is acting gonna be your life's?
I hope so. I really want to do Broadway. Movie and TV isn't really what I want to do. I would like to be more of like a Broadway actor where you get to perform for like an audience every night instead of just cameras. It seems more fun to me.
So you don't want to be in a movie?
I mean, I would, because that's a lot more money than Broadway, but Broadway seems more fun to me, and I just love New York.
Oh, okay. Besides acting, what else do you do?
I play basketball, like, with Nate. I pretty much video games outside of acting. I don't do much else.
What's your favorite game?
Probably Rainbow Six Siege.
Okay. What was the biggest audience you've ever performed in front of?
I think we had about 500 people come to one of our Weaver shows one time, so that's probably the largest.
Okay.
Unless you count the news. I've been on the news a couple of times, but I don't know how many people were watching.
You can't count.
It didn't say.
Is learning your lines really hard?
It depends on the show. Because we run it in like rehearsals and stuff, we just complete the scenes like over and over and over again. And once you sort of get like the hang of it and you've done it so many times, you don't really even have to look at your script. There was a couple of shows. I think one show I had 112 lines, and I had to study pretty hard on that show. But usually, if it's a lower amount, you don't have to work that hard on them.
So it's like math.
Yeah, kind of.
Okay. Is anybody else in your family act?
Well, my grandma used to when she was really young, but like no one else did. And to be honest, she wasn't very good. I've seen a couple of videos. She wasn't very good at all. But I mean, like my mom is not a bad singer. She's okay. So I feel like I sort of get traits like that from her. But no one else has actually like gone into a career in acting for a really long time in my family. I think we did have one performer, but that was like 80 years ago.
Okay. What was your favorite play?
Oh gosh. Like favorite play I've been in or favorite play I want to do?
Favorite play you've been in?
Oh gosh, we did Into the Woods 2 years ago at Weaver, and that was really fun because I like those shows because a lot of times it's just kids in the productions I do, but that one is kids and adults, so we had adults and kids in that show. And I think you came to see that, didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah, I had fun in that show.
Yeah.
But my favorite show that I haven't been in probably be Hamilton, because it's like they took a founding father story and they made it like a hip hop musical, which I think is cool, and I really like the music from that. So, yeah.
What is the favorite song you performed?
Favorite song? Oh gosh. I did one in this past show I finished up. I did it on the news actually, and the chorus teacher from our school saw it. but it's called The Girl That's Good Enough, and that one's fun. But I also did a song called What Do I Need With Love in Thoroughly Modern Millie. That was this past summer, and that's another one of my favorite songs.
Can you sing a line for us?
No.
Oh my god. Okay. If you had to be in a movie, like a now movie, what would you be in?
Like a movie that's already out.
Yeah.
One of my favorite, I don't know, my favorite movie, I like Armageddon, and I also like Mrs. Doubtfire. So that would be fun. I'd like to be in one of those movies.
Okay. See you next time on the Rocky and Derrick Show.